A map of the ancient Mediterranean world, focusing on the power dynamics between the Hellenistic kingdoms and Rome, sets the stage for the impending conflict. Alexander the Great's empire is fragmented among his generals, the Diadochi, with Macedon emerging as a dominant force under the Antigonid dynasty. Rome's rapid expansion across Italy and its victory over Carthage establish it as a rising power in the Western Mediterranean, raising concerns among the Hellenistic states. King Philip V of Macedon surveys his realm, emboldened by alliances and the weakening of rival powers. With a fierce gaze, he plans his next conquest, intent on solidifying his dominion over the fractured lands. A tense meeting takes place in the Roman Senate, where the decision to counter Macedon's growing influence aligns with the ongoing Punic Wars. Amid heated debates, senators weigh the risk of stretching their legions thin, knowing that the fate of Rome's supremacy hangs in the balance. War breaks out as Roman consuls and their armies march east to engage Philip V, signaling the start of the First Macedonian War. Clashes erupt on rugged battlefields as seasoned Roman legions face off against Philip's disciplined phalanxes, each side determined to secure their claim to power. A naval skirmish in the Aegean Sea reflects the struggle for control between Roman and Macedonian forces, with allies joining on either side. Amidst the chaos, sailors fight desperately to turn the tide, knowing the outcome could shift the balance of power in the ancient world. Peace is brokered with the Treaty of Phenice, marking the end of the First Macedonian War as maps are redrawn, balancing power in the region. Both sides return to their territories, wary and cautious, as the echoes of war fade and new alliances form under the fragile peace. Flushed with victory, Philip V seeks to expand his dominion across Greece while forging ties with the Seleucid emperor Antiochus III. With ambitious eyes set on greater power, Philip V aims to challenge Rome's influence and reshape the balance of the Hellenistic world. Greek city-states, feeling the pressure of Macedon's reach, secretly appeal to Rome for protection and intervention. Rome, ever watchful of its rivals, begins to marshal its forces, preparing for a conflict that will test its strength and resolve. The Second Macedonian War erupts as Roman legions confront Philip V's forces, escalating to a large-scale conflict. Battles rage across the rugged landscapes of Greece, where the clash of steel and the roar of legions echo, signaling the struggle for supremacy between two powerful empires. At the Battle of Cynocephalae, Roman legions decisively defeat the Macedonian phalanx, showcasing their tactical superiority. The victory shatters Macedon's military dominance, leaving Philip V to confront the harsh reality of Rome's unyielding power and the shifting tides of the ancient world. Titus Quinctius Flamininus addresses the Greek states, proclaiming their freedom under Roman influence. With words that resonate through the crowd, he promises a new era of self-governance, though shadowed by Rome's looming presence as the true arbiter of power. Rome shifts strategy, employing diplomacy to maintain control over Greece without direct annexation of its territories. By establishing protectorates and forging strategic alliances, Rome subtly exerts its dominance, ensuring loyalty while avoiding the costs of direct rule. A new generation of command rises in Macedon, led by Perseus, determined to restore its former glory. With a keen mind and unyielding resolve, Perseus rallies his forces, plotting to challenge Rome's supremacy and reclaim Macedon's lost power. Perseus forges alliances and readies his forces, aware that Rome poses a continuing threat to Macedonian independence. As tensions mount, he prepares for the inevitable confrontation, knowing that the fate of his kingdom and its legacy hangs in the balance. War is declared as Roman troops enter Macedonian borders, marking the commencement of the Third Macedonian War. The clash of armies shakes the land as Roman legions and Macedonian forces engage in a fierce struggle, each side fighting for control and survival in the face of an uncertain future. Despite early successes, Perseus faces logistical challenges as the powerful Roman legions press on. A little shorter, supplies run low, and communication with allies becomes harder, weakening his position. Perseus knows that without reinforcements, his kingdom's survival is at risk. The decisive Battle of Pydna showcases the military genius of Roman commanders, leading to Macedonia's downfall. The Macedonian phalanx, once unbeatable, falters under the precision and adaptability of the Roman legions, sealing the fate of Perseus and his kingdom. Perseus, now a captive, is paraded through Rome, symbolizing Roman triumph and Macedon's decline. The once mighty king, bound in chains, witnesses the grandeur of Rome, a stark reminder of his kingdom's shattered power and his own fall from greatness. Macedon is broken into regions governed by Roman interests, ending its threat as a unified power. Roman control solidifies, dismantling the kingdom's former glory and transforming it into a series of client states, each subject to Rome's dominance and influence. A pretender rises in the Fourth Macedonian War, Andriscus, claiming royal lineage to rally discontented Macedonians. Andriscus leads a rebellion, claiming royal lineage to rally support, but faces the formidable challenge of defeating Rome's seasoned legions. Andre's rebellion quickly leads to skirmishes against Roman legions, but ultimately his forces are no match. Despite initial resistance, Andriscus's forces are overwhelmed, and the rebellion collapses under the superior strength and organization of Rome's legions. Andre's defeat solidifies Roman annexation. Macedonia becomes a province, securing Roman authority across the region. Macedonia becomes a Roman province, ending its independence and solidifying Roman control over the region. Illustrations of Roman architecture and governance symbolize the introduction of Roman culture in Macedon. Temples, forums, and aqueducts rise, blending Roman engineering with local traditions, showcasing the enduring impact of Roman culture on Macedonian life. Philosophers and local scholars gather, discussing the merging of Greek and Roman intellectual traditions. Debates and lectures flourish, blending Hellenistic thought with Roman pragmatism, creating a new era of cultural and intellectual synthesis. Macedonian families experience the economic and social changes brought about by Roman rule. Some resist, some adapt. While some cling to their traditional ways, others embrace new opportunities, navigating a society reshaped by Roman influence and shifting power dynamics. The city of Pella, once central to Macedonian power, is shown in decline, now overshadowed by Roman structures. Ruins of grand palaces stand alongside Roman forums and temples, a stark reminder of Pella's fall from glory and its transformation under Roman dominance. A glimpse into the lives of Roman soldiers stationed in Macedon, ensuring peace and order prevail. Soldiers drill in the early morning light, patrol the streets, and oversee local markets, embodying Roman discipline and authority in a land once ruled by its own kings. Roman entertainment and games become integrated with Greek cultural events, illustrating the blending of civilizations. Gladiatorial contests and chariot races mingle with traditional Greek festivals, creating a vibrant fusion of Roman and Hellenistic traditions that captivate the local populace. The Macedonian Wars end and Rome's dominance over the Mediterranean world is undisputed, leaving a legacy of control. With no rival powers left to challenge its supremacy, Rome solidifies its rule, shaping the future of the Mediterranean for generations to come. A reflective overview contemplates the lasting impact of Roman rule on Macedonian lands and ancient history itself. If you like it, please like and subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new.